Metal Gear, a game that consists of sneaking, talking, characters who talk, and even weird You can ask anyone who plays Metal Gear why they like the game, and most of them would explain their favorite scene in the series. In most cases, that scene had some weird being conducted in it somewhere. Let's discuss the best weirdest moments of Metal Gear. And of course, I'm the Old Tin Man, and if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing to stay up to date with future videos on Metal Gear, Death Stranding, and other games. There's no end to this content, unless of course I get eaten alive by a crocodile. You can find me on the social medias where you'll probably find a picture of a turtle. Awesome. Thank you for watching. Let's start with the first in the series, the original Metal Gear. Originally releasing back in 1987 on the MSX2 computer, this was the first stealth game ever made. So we can say the elements of stealth are a huge part of this game, especially for a particular section at the beginning of the game where Snake needs to sneak past a character who is asleep. Or should I say, who feel asleep. First off, you might wonder how this is weird. Well, you tell me how normal it is when someone announces to themselves that they are sleepy. Excuse me, more in the tone of, I'm getting sleepy! While I could say talking in your sleep is normal, I usually find myself announcing that I feel asleep in the middle of the night, standing up. I find it a little hard to believe that guy was feeling asleep. I don't like liars, Barry. Can I call you Barry, Barry? In the original Metal Gear Solid, released on PlayStation 1 back in 1998 and 99, we infiltrate Shadow Moses where we need to take out Liquid and find Metal Gear Rex. Most people that have played this game in the past usually had an older TV like myself, where the television wasn't in high definition and had standard components such as mono speakers. I promise, this information will be important for you in the very near future. Anyways, through communication, Snake is instructed by his team of loyal, trusting, and kind companions. At one point, Snake intercepts a Hind D. In other words, a helicopter with attitude. Snake needs to take down the chopper and save the world, so he does what anyone would do. Ask his buddies.
You'll have to destroy that Hind, Snake. Use your ears, Snake. You should be able to tell where he's coming from by the sound of his rotor blades. Huh? Snake, you're not using a stereo TV?
It can't be. A mono TV. Well, Colonel, there's nothing we can do about it.
I guess you're right. Snake, don't worry about it. There's more to being a good person than just having a stereo television. You can do it just the way you are.
Mono TV.
Now this, children, is an example of throwing shade back in the 1990s. In all of the Metal Gear Solid games, the game over screen has been one of the biggest reasons to be happy to die. We have somehow made our minds enjoy seeing the screen, probably because we have died so many times, or because it is a very memorable design. On this screen we would hear the glorious
Snake, answer me! Snake! Snake!
Although seeing and hearing that sequence might have satisfied you enough to allow you to think, damn, my day is made. Time to go to hypersleep. But please, wait till the video is over until the everlasting nap. Let's go back to the time where everyone was happy. Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty, everyone's favorite game in the series. People loved how Kojima tricked us all and giving us Raiden to play with, not Snake from MSX2's Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake featuring Solid Snake, and PlayStation's Metal Gear Solid. He gave us bright-headed Raiden.
There's a terminal in front of the elevator. A node.
Did you say nerd?
Not nerd. Node.
Oh.
In all seriousness, Raiden to me was not that bad of a character. At least when I close my eyes. At the end of Metal Gear Solid 2, the game presents such a strange amount of unexplainable material. Colonel Campbell loses it, your girlfriend is on the urge of breaking up with you, and Raiden is a naked son of a At this point, you're wondering if you're hallucinating due to a religious movement to finish Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty that makes you forget to eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner, or you died and you're in limbo where Satan, god of the underworld, and God of the upper world, are fighting over a chicken fried steak and completely forgot to decide on your own fate. Unfortunately, it was Kojima that brought this to you, and only him to blame. Anywho, during this wonderful time in Limbo Land, you fight alongside Snake against Satan's ninja minions who don't stop coming. At one point, the game cuts to a not-so-normal game over screen, where instead of the Metal Gear Solid 2's mission failed, it displays fission mailed. Bringing more confusion to the player, it might look as if you died, but you can still control Raiden at the top left of the screen. The screen doesn't stop the game as it goes back to normal after a short period of time, but I'd say it definitely fits the scene. Revolver Ocelot is my absolute favorite character in the Metal Gear Solid franchise. In Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, we find a young Ocelot who's still learning the skills of being a gunslinger and growing his wits. One interesting detail that makes his character much more intriguing is his impression of a cat. There's a couple times in the game where we find an awkward moment between Ocelot and Snake, where time stands still and in which Ocelot breaks the ice. For some reason, when Ocelot meows his menacing meow, the red hat and the black suit gang gallops into position, like they were cluttered in a clown car. Now, Ocelot never explains why he makes this beautiful noise at all, but he is taking his Ocelot code name a little too seriously. Although I'm not complaining about the noise, but you don't see Snake making a hissing noise. If I were Ocelot's friend, I might be a little embarrassed to be seen around him in public. Maybe that's why all his thugs are wearing masks. It seems Ocelot got the hint though, as he dropped the whole meow fad in every other Metal Gear title. I'll remember the young Ocelot, only from a distance. The amount of weird moments in Metal Gear is endless, as I didn't touch the surface on everything weird about Metal Gear. Let me know what your weirdest moment in Metal Gear was in the comments section down below. Thank you for watching the video, and make sure to subscribe to keep up with more videos where I analyze video games, TV shows, movies, and more. If you want to see more Metal Gear nonsense, like the video and let me know. You can also take a look at my last Metal Gear video where I discuss the best weirdest characters of the series. Thank you again, and I'm looking forward to hearing from you.